for WVWB, the Monday edition of Good Morning Clarksville, the 12th day of February. Hope your day is going well on the way this hour. Another Sports Now update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Fox's Barbecue. Musically, we'll touch on some bread, Three Dog Night, as well as the Rascals. But first, John Michaels. We got to check on the birthdays,
Somebody's
right?
birthday
That's
today.
right. Robert Griffin III is 28. He's a Heisman Trophy winner.
Would that be RG3?
RG3, Ira G3. He's now a free agent. He played 4 seasons with Washington Redskins, one with Cleveland before they cut him loose. So now we don't know. He just can't stay healthy, I think, is part of his problem.
His biggest problem?
Yeah. Christine Ricci is 38. I knew how to say her name. Jesse Spencer is 39. He's Matt Casey on Chicago Fire. Ajay Naidu is 46. Samir in Office Space. And Darren Aronofsky is 49. He's director of Black Swan, The Wrestler, Noah, and Mother. Josh Brolin is 50. China Phillips is 50. Arsenio Hall is 62.
Ooh, that's
What is
hard
he
to
doing?
believe.
I wonder what he's doing.
Where's he at now?
I don't know.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Joanna Kearns is 65. She's on growing pains. Michael McDonald. How do you think Michael McDonald is?
Michael McDonald.
Mr. Yamo be there.
Let's see. I'm going to say he's 68.
66.
Oh,
66.
close.
Michael Ironside is 68. Of course, a lot of people go, Michael, who? Well, he's a character actor.
Yep.
He was in The Perfect Storm, Starship Troopers, Total Recall. Of course, he was also in Top Gun.
Yep.
He was Jester. I think he was Jester in Top Gun. I think that was his call sign.
Probably.
Yeah. Maud Adams is 73. She is the only Bond girl to star in 2 007 movies.
She's hot.
She was in The Man with the Gun and Octopussy. Country singer Mo Brandy, 74. Judy Blume is 80. Joe Don Baker, Buffett Puzzle. He made Buffett Puzzle famous on the screen. How old do you think Joe Don Baker is?
I'm going to say he's 76.
82.
Oh, well, guys.
A sports legend and a great humanitarian, Bill Russell, 84.
No, I thought you were going to say O.J. Simpson.
You know, a lot of people say it's hard to tell Bill Russell and Morgan Freeman apart.
Yeah. Which is weird.
Yeah. And on this day in 1809, we're going to do, Abraham Lincoln was born. He's the 16th president of the United States. Of course, we're going to do some Abraham Lincoln, what he would say if he were alive today. Charles Darwin was born in 1809 on this date, February the 12th, as well as Lorne Greene, Mr. Bonanza, Ben Cartwright. He was born in 1915. Tomorrow is Mardi Gras. So get your beads ready, y'all.
Are we going?
Did you get any approval or any yay or nay? Did you talk to MP Media about whether we can go?
I think I heard the sounds of silence, so I took that as probably a no.
Negative, Ghost Rider. Yeah. 2 days until Valentine's Day. Did you decide what you're going to do for Valentine's Day? I've got some tips later on for you.
Oh, boy. I can't
4
wait.
days until Black Panther. Man, this movie is getting all kind of, it's the first Marvel movie about the superheroes to sell out in pre-advance tickets. So
I know he's in all kinds of commercials.
Yeah, there's a
everywhere.
byproduct with Lexus and somebody anyway.
All
But
over
they
the
say
place.
it's good. They say it's good. So we'll have to wait and see. I'll wait till it's been out a while, or I'll wait till you go see it, and then I'll.
If you wait till I go see it, that might be on the 12th of never.
Nah, hey, I'll check it out. Sooner or later, right?
Yeah, sooner or later.
That's
More
right.
than later. Than
That's right.
sooner.
It is a Monday. 1400
You're a little too excited
with
this morning.
School Board Crush. Get it, and Monday, you know, you get going, get the juices flowing, right? Right. 27 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Expect a high today of 40, 31 for an overnight low. Mostly cloudy, a little milder on Tuesday with a high in the mid-50s. But things get interesting by Wednesday with a chance of rain back in the forecast.
Oh, no.
Low 60s for an expected high. Right
so.
now, 27 degrees in downtown Clarksville. But John Michaels,
you know what it is?
What is it?
I need some sunshine, like several days of sunshine and 60s. That's what I need.
Yes, I understand.
I need to sit out in the sun. I need some vitamin D.
Need medication. More medication. Back in the day, 109 years ago in 1909, the NAACP was founded in response to deadly riots in Lincoln's hometown of Springfield, Illinois. 106 years ago, in 1912, the last emperor of China was forced to give up the throne at the tender age of 6 years old. The 1987 movie about his life won 9 Academy Awards, including Best Picture Oscar. I love that movie, The Last Emperor of China. It was so panoramic, and it was filmed in China. It was just beautiful. I love that movie. Back in the day, 19 years ago in 1999, the Senate acquitted President Bill Clinton of impeachment charges, and 18 years ago, in 2000, Peanuts creator Charles M. Schultz died at the age of 77. Schultz is still on the list of top-earning dead celebrities every year. Last year, he earned over $38 million. His estate did.
Well, his cartoon still runs, doesn't it?
And so he gets money.
Or do they just do reruns, or is somebody drawing new cartoons?
No, they do reruns. They recycle.
They recycle.
Yeah. The Big 1400, WVWB. I'm sorry.
Unusual.
No, well, they recycle. We're recycling dead people's music, aren't we?
I guess we are.
Yeah. Time now for a Sports Now update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Fox's Barbecue on the Big 1400.
This Sports Now update is presented by Fox's Barbecue. They're serving slow-smoked premium meats at 521 Heritage Point Drive.
Even after an embarrassing 78-50 loss on Saturday night against Alabama, the NCAA Basketball Tournament Selection Committee late yesterday listed the University of Tennessee as one of their top 16 projected seeds. The Volunteers checked in as a number 4 seed in Atlanta's South region and the number 13 seed overall in the committee's first public projection. Tennessee, after seeing a 6-game winning streak shattered Saturday in Tuscaloosa, will now return home for an 8 o'clock Tuesday night showdown against South Carolina. Now to Daytona Beach, where the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup season kicked off yesterday with the Advance Auto Parts 75-lap exhibition clash. Team Penske's Brad Keselowski came from dead last in the field of 17 and remained just out in front of a tumultuous last-lap crash to take the checkered flag for his first ever spring win in Daytona. The clash kicks off a full week of excitement at Daytona International Speedway ahead of Sunday afternoon's Daytona 500. And lastly, today we take you back to Knoxville, where new University of Tennessee head football coach Jeremy Pruitt made some concerning comments over the weekend. Pruitt explained at a post-signing day press conference that a number of current players may possibly transfer prior to next season. Thus far, only quarterback Quentin Dormady has announced publicly that he will not be back next year. But according to Coach Pruitt, when the 2018 season kicks off, the Vols will, quote, definitely be under the 85 scholarship limit. From the WVWB Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
Voted the #1 veteran-owned barbecue restaurant in America, Fox's Barbecue is proud to serve the greater Clarksville community. They host the weekly Blues and Barbecue concert every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. Whether you're hungry for chicken, ribs, pulled pork, or brisket, Fox's Barbecue is the right choice. They offer all-you-can-eat selections every Wednesday and Thursday night, as well as catering and delivery. Call them to cater your next event at 931-896-2678. Or better yet, go see them at 521 Heritage Point Drive, just off from Tiny Town Road.
The big 1400, WVWB, where we've got the ball network. The big 1400 WVWB, Chuck and John, 27 degrees in downtown Clarksville on this, the 12th day of February. Valentine's Day, just a couple of days away. Have you made any Valentine arrangements, John?
No. Have you? Are y'all doing something special?
Always.
Always?
Always something special.
It's probably top secret, so
Always
you don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, you're right. I have to do that. You know, it's interesting. By the way, we've got another Sportsnet update coming your way at 8:20 this morning, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville, home of the Butter Buns on the big 1400. You know, when you think about, okay, I've got a budget and I want to do something special for Valentine's, so you have to be careful.
That's right.
But sometimes money, some people don't really think about money. And let me tell you this story, and then I want to ask you a question. Jennifer Aniston, do you know who she is? She's an actress.
Yes.
Was she in, what was she in?
Friends.
Okay, she was in Friends. She owns a Jean Royer polar bear sofa. Okay?
Is it made out of a polar bear?
No, I don't know. About 150 of these were made in 1947, so...
Oh, okay.
It's
antique.
Yeah, they're pretty rare. And 2 of them sold at an auction in 2016. One went for $358,000. The other sold for $754,000. So, you know, my question is...
like $1 million for 2?
Yeah, right at. So my question is, if you were to sit on this Jean Royer polar bear sofa and sit on one from, say, what's our friend's name? That Furniture Warehouse?
Yes.
One of their sofas.
Uh-huh.
And they blindfolded you. Wonder if you could tell which one was the comfiest.
Probably the ones at Furniture Warehouse.
Yeah. You know, and
I bet you that one's stiff.
Yeah, and it would. And if you walked in and looked at it, I mean,
It's called a what now?
It's called a Jean. I say Jean because it evidently is French, but Jean Royer polar bear sofa.
Huh. I might have to look one up.
Look one up and see.
Like.
We're gonna look one up.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's just when you got money. You know.
Well, when you got money, anything is possible.
Yeah, it is.
You can buy whatever you want.
It is. And, you know, congratulations to our Olympic team. We won 2 gold medals in snowboarding over the weekend, a silver in men's luge, which was our first ever in that event, and the U.S. figure skating team won bronze. I thought they did well. You know, now, the gentleman who won the gold in snowboarding,
yeah,
he was serious because he was in 10th place. And then he came, and his second run, he slipped and fell. And, you know, I was just saying, no, this guy ain't going to do it. But he came down that slope on his last run.
Is that the one that said the bad word at the end?
I don't know. I didn't see his interview.
Oh.
But anyway,
yeah.
He probably did.
He dropped one of those bombs.
A Marlon Brando bomb?
Yes.
A Brando bomb?
Yeah, a Brando bomb.
Yeah. He came down that slope, and he did this, you know, the commentators kept saying, the thing about the skateboarding is that snowboarding is what it is, yeah, snowboarding. What you have to do is leave the judges with a final impression.
Yeah.
You know, you can mess up somewhat at the beginning, but what you want to do is make that ending, you know, just hit a home run.
Knock it out of the park.
And he did. He did. It was awesome. Everybody went crazy. But anyway, congratulations to the Olympics. We were talking earlier about how a lot of the networks have rearranged their programming to show repeats.
Yes, I know. I don't like that.
Because they don't want to go up against the 800-pound gorilla by showing a new show while everybody's watching. Who watched that? I'm watching the Olympics, you know, so that's it. We know, John. But anyway,
I want to watch my shows. And
John wants to watch his show. That's right. He wants to drink his daddy sodas, eat his Fritos, and watch his shows.
That's right.
That's right. We need to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
The year is 2018. And in the state of Tennessee, citizens have found a new instant game that delivers incredible amounts of fun.
Wow, loaded with $100 prizes.
Exclusive, exciting, here for a limited time only, and starring your best odds ever to win $100 or more.
This game is awesome!
This February, get ready for one of the biggest blockbusters ever with the limited edition instant game. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Just remember to play responsibly.
Honey, I wanted to make this Valentine's Day memorable.
Aww.
Lobster, smooth jazz, jumbo bugs, and chocolate-covered strawberries.
Wait, what?
Strawberries?
No, before that.
My smooth jazz playlist is called Let's Get Sexual.
No, after that.
Oh, Jumbo Bucks instant games from the Tennessee Lottery?
Yeah.
Well, you can't win 75 grand from jewelry.
I could win 75 grand?
If you're lucky.
Oh, baby.
Make this Valentine's Day one to remember with Valentine's Day Jumbo Bucks only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
Why settle for less when you can get more at Wyatt Johnson in Clarksville, your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee? Score and win with Wyatt Johnson GMC Buick, Toyota, Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru, as well as 3 pre-owned superstores for more selection in minutes versus days, shopping place to place. We are the region's largest GMC Buick dealer, the area's newest Toyota dealer, and home of the Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru giant. You always get more at your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee, the Wyatt Johnson Automotive Family in Clarksville.
Cooking for large groups is exhausting, and it saps the fun out of hosting parties and events. Let your friends at the Lunchbox do the cooking next time with carry-out catering for small family gatherings up to large company outings. Whether you want barbecue and sides, hot dogs and chips, or homemade chili, the Lunchbox has the food for your next party covered. Call them today at 931-802-8227. Or better yet, go sample their extensive menu at 2124 Woodlawn Road. Fresh ingredients become delicious homemade meals at the Lunchbox, Clarksville's new favorite eatery.
Moore's Office Supply is Clarksville's office supply and furniture experts. For office equipment, desks, chairs, and more, depend on Moore's Office Supply. Located on Franklin Street across from the Catholic Church, Moore's has been your business partner for office supplies in the Clarksville-Fort Campbell area for years. Call Moore's at 645-7200. That's 645-7200. And we'll deliver it for free. Moore's Office Supplies, Clarksville's office supply headquarters.
Hey, are you stressed out about a receding hairline or tired of daily watching handfuls of hair float down the drain? Eliminate hair loss and grow brand new hair with the all-new Vermax Scalp Enrichment Shampoo and Hair Restoration Tonic. Over-the-counter shampoos are damaging your scalp and causing hair loss with harsh detergents. Vermax offers natural, botanically based solutions to clean your scalp, prevent hair loss, open up pores, and reestablish hair follicles. Don't be bald. Call Vermax today at 888-601-7864 to get that lush, healthy head of hair you've always wanted. Again, the number to call, 888-601-7864. Eliminate hair loss with Vermax Scalp Enrichment Shampoo and Hair Restoration Tonic. Call 888-601-7864 now. That's right, call 888-601-7864 now.
Treat your pets to a vacation of their own at the Animal Guest House. Whether you're looking for doggy daycare service or long-term boarding, Animal Guest House will love your most loyal companions as much as you do. They have almost 2 acres of fenced-in roaming space, offer grooming services, and proudly have absolutely 0 breed restrictions. Animal Guest House is located in Woodlawn at 1970 Chester Harris Road. Give them a call at 931-920-2719 or check them out online at animalguesthouse.com. Animalguesthouse.com.
Oldies back-to-back. WVWB, the Big 1400 with Chuck and John. We've got the Ball Network Notebook coming your way at 7:50. We got ball calls this evening at 7 o'clock with Bob Kessling right here on the Big 1400. What do you think they'll be talking about today? UT men's basketball doing so well. Yeah,
basketball.
They'll probably have, they might even talk to Coach
They might even
Pruitt.
talk to Holly, what's her name?
Warlick.
Oh, Warlick. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they might talk to her about the women's basketball team. We were talking about the Olympics earlier. I don't know if you saw the opening ceremonies. You didn't see any of it, but some of our listeners might have. Team USA wore these giant brown gloves during the opening ceremony, and, you know, it reminded us so much of the ones that Jim Carrey wore in Dumb and Dumber. But they were these giant brown gloves. You know, we know that the official designer was Ralph Lauren for the U.S. Olympic squad. Check this out. We were talking about the couch being two couches for $1 million, and John pulled up a picture of it, and we went, But those gloves, those big brown gloves, are retailing for $995 online. And they're currently listed as out of stock. They're currently listed as out of stock.
They also came out to Gangnam Style, too.
They did. They were rocking. They were rocking. Yeah,
Isn't that about the dumbest song you've ever heard?
It's kind of catchy.
It made $1 million for
That's
him,
right.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's funny, you know. And, you know, we need a little frivolity in our world.
But a lot of people got upset about it, I read, because of them coming out to this song. A lot of the countries didn't kind of just sit down and sit on their hands while they came out.
Yeah, a lot of people came and didn't when the two Koreas came out together. I thought that was a great symbolic gesture, and I thought it should have been applauded. But there were some who did not applaud it. You know, and I thought that was very tasteless.
Well, there was some that didn't applaud this as well.
Yeah.
But I did read that South Korea picked out the music for them to come out to.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't know if they...
Well, do you know any other South Korean songs that are as famous as Gangnam Style?
No, not right offhand.
Yeah,
so I guess that's why they came out to it.
So that's why they did. You know, today would be Abraham Lincoln's 209th birthday.
Yeah, he would be upset if he came back today.
He would have turned 209 today, so
he'd be like,
you know, think about it. What would it be like if he was still with us?
He would turn around and go home.
No, he wouldn't go back to Springfield.
Yeah, he would.
He wouldn't go back to Illinois. So here's some top things that Abraham Lincoln would say if he were alive today.
All right.
For the last time, people, I am not Daniel Day-Lewis.
He's not?
Top things that Abraham Lincoln would say if he were alive today. Glad to see my beard is still in style, but why is it only in places that offer craft beer? You know, those whiskers, yeah. Flattering that there's a vehicle named after me, but why do you have to be over 70 to drive it? Top things that Abraham Lincoln would say if he were alive today. So a cup of coffee at this Starbucks place cost a bill with my picture on it? I knew that they should have made a written test for presidential candidates. Top things that Abraham Lincoln would have said if he were alive today. He'd be 209 years old.
209.
Yeah. Does anyone have 4 me's for a 20? 209, and I'm still in better shape than Gary Busey.
Of course.
Yeah,
I'm in better shape than Gary Busey.
Yeah. Not to complain, but I did end slavery. Would it kill you to give me a better coin than a penny? You know, on second thought, it would have been way easier to just say 87 years ago instead of 70. Yeah.
It would have.
Top things Abraham Lincoln would say if he were alive today. You guys, Oprah in 2020, it's so obvious. So the top things that Abraham Lincoln would say if he were alive, he'd probably have a lot more to say.
I think he would.
Yeah.
Or else he probably wouldn't. He might just say, "Oh my gosh," and I'm going back. I'm leaving.
Hey, forget about me. Don't consult me. Yeah. The big .1400 WVWB, Chuck and John, and that is David Gates and Bread on the big 1400. Well, apparently the Spice Girls aren't going to get together and tour after all.
They're not?
Yeah, Victoria Beckham said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not going on tour.
No, you didn't.
The girls aren't going on tour, so the story that we talked about last week that they might be getting back together to go on tour is not true. So I guess you.
So we don't have to ask the eternal question: who bought a Spice Girls album? After all,
Spice Girls farewell tour album coming out in 2018.
No,
you know? Yeah. Anyway.
No, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So if you went to the movies this weekend, maybe you went to see the one of the top movies. 50 Shades Free topped the box office this weekend. They took in nearly 40 million. Peter Rabbit was second with 25 million, and the 1517 to Paris was third with a little over $12 million. So
is Jumanji still in the?
Jumanji's still in the top 10. Yes, it is. Yes,
Boy,
it is.
That's the movie that won't go away.
Yeah, I don't know. You said it's a scary movie?
No, I think it's kind of a comedy, scary movie. You know, it's not real scary.
Okay.
It's more of a comedy action type movie.
Time now for the Vol Network Notebook with Bob Kessling, brought to you by Copies in a Flash on the Big 1400.
Lady Vols very impressive in a win over Georgia. This is the Vol Network Notebook, brought to you by your local Farmers Co-op. Co-op, proudly farming Big Orange Country. A top 20 matchup Sunday in Thompson Bowling Arena. 11th-ranked Tennessee dominated 18th-ranked Georgia 62-46. Tennessee led at halftime 36-19 and never let Georgia back in the game in the second half. Coach Hallie Warlick said it was a solid performance.
I just loved our energy. We went for loose balls, did some things that are just effort plays. So I thought our defense was so solid, especially the first two quarters.
Mercedes Russell had 13 points and 15 rebounds. Jamie Nard had 15. Both Tennessee and Georgia 21-4 on the season, 9-3 in the SEC. Lady Vols host Alabama on Thursday night. During the winter months, Ball Nation heats up with intense basketball action inside the comforts of Thompson Bowling Arena. But for those who farm for a living, there's no getting around being out in the elements. Their livestock to be cared for, fences to be mended, and equipment to be served. That's why folks turn to their local Farmers Co-op, where inside you'll find products ranging from feed to footwear and apparel to animal health items. Plus, the kind of neighbor-to-neighbor service you won't find anywhere else. Co-op, proudly farming Big Orange Country. Tennessee Volunteers look to rebound after a tough day in Tuscaloosa on Saturday. They'll host South Carolina Tuesday night. The Vols suffered a lopsided loss at Alabama, 78-50. Coach Rick Barnes said the Vols defense let them down.
Again, I'm not taking anything away from Alabama, but we weren't any good. Again, I can talk about our offense, but our defense, we just didn't have it. In my wildest imaginations, I didn't think we could be that bad at any given point, but we were.
Tennessee now will go up against a defensive-minded South Carolina team on Tuesday. The Vols won the earlier matchup with the Gamecocks, 70-63 in Columbia. Tennessee and Carolina tip off at 9 p.m. Tuesday in Thompson Bowling Arena. Reporting for the Ball Network, I'm Bob Kessler.
Maintaining a professional appearance in today's competitive market is key to success. Do you have a need for a new logo design? See Copies in a Flash. Their expert team can assist you from start to completion of your logo design. Maybe it's a flyer you need. They can do that as well. Anything to do with print, your local Copies in a Flash can handle it all in a flash. Visit Copies in a Flash at 1841 Business Park Drive in Clarksville. Copies in a Flash offers free delivery. See Copies in a Flash and view all their offerings at copiesinaflash.com. Copies in a Flash says go Big Orange and are proud to support our community.
expecting a high today of around 40, so it's still going to be rather chilly.
It is.
But the sun will be able to peek out between the clouds today.
Oh.
Expect a low tonight of around 31, 56, and milder temperatures on Tuesday, and then rain back in the forecast Wednesday with a high of around 63. Right now we're at 28 degrees. In downtown Clarksville, the Big 1400 presents Greg Walker's Sports Talk. The coach will be here with all that you want to talk about. They'll probably talk a little bit of Austin Peay, a little bit of high school basketball. I'm sure UT will be on the agenda, but 4 to 6 p.m. This afternoon right here on the Big 1400. Big 1400 WVWB. It's 28 degrees right now in downtown Clarksville. We'll take an extended look at our weather forecast after this update in national news.
WVWB, 1400 AM, Clarksville, Tennessee.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. $1.5 trillion in infrastructure spending through public-private partnerships. That's part of the budget that President Trump will unveil later today.
Every federal dollar should be leveraged by partnering with state and local governments and, where appropriate, tapping into private sector investment to permanently fix the infrastructure deficit.
The president's explaining his plan during the State of the Union speech. Trump budget totals $4 trillion, also includes big money for beefed up border security. Investigators have recovered the flight data recorder from a Russian jetliner that crashed near Moscow over the weekend. All 65 passengers and 6 crew members on board the plane were killed.
Rescuers have reported finding some body parts, although none of the bodies have been yet identified. The assumption that all people aboard have died appears to rest largely on the fact that nobody has been found alive.
That's correspondent Jim Hines in Moscow. 4 survivors of Saturday's deadly sightseeing helicopter crash in the Grand Canyon being treated at a Nevada hospital. 3 other people were killed. Also at SRNnews.com, ISIS may be down, but it's not out just yet, according to Defense Secretary Mattis.
First mission, finish off ISIS physical caliphate. That is still underway. For those of you who've been on the plane, remember me saying the fight's not over against ISIS. It's not over. It goes on. There's been tough fighting in the last week.
An Olympics update. It's gold for Team USA overnight in women's snowboard slope style and a bronze for the Americans in teams figure skating. Wall Street, Dow futures up 269. NASDAQ futures 62 points higher. This is SRN News. The American Family Association turns its attention to Walgreens.
When Target decided to open its bathrooms to transgender customers and employees, the AFA launched a petition drive and urged Christians to quit shopping at the retail giant. Now that Walgreens has decided to establish the same bathroom policy, the AFA has set up another online petition and is asking people to sign it. The action against Target was followed by a drop in that company's stock price and its profits. Michael Harrington, SRN News.
South Dakota lawmakers will consider banning public school teaching on gender identity in elementary and middle schools. Homosexual activists crying foul. Nathan Smith, public policy director of GLSEN, says the state would be the first to block instruction on gender identity or gender expression. The legislation would apply to public school students from kindergarten through the 7th grade. This is SRN News. A sneak peek behind the scenes at the Westminster Dog Show in New York.
Like a photo shoot with a supermodel. Pet photographer James Morrissey says it's all about the pose with dogs, too.
The whole goal is to get them to either give you that little head tilt or get that character in the head.
And Roxy, the English Mastiff, does head tilt like a pro, something owner Angela Deneen is very proud of.
These are memories that last a lifetime. A picture can last a lifetime, and it's so important because we never have these dogs long enough.
Deneen says it's their first time showing together at Westminster, and she wants to commemorate it with the portrait. Julie Walker, New York.
Well, the average price of a gallon of regular gas jumped 7 cents nationally over the past 3 weeks, now at $2.65. Oil industry analyst Trilby Lundberg of the Lundberg Survey chalks it up to an increase in crude oil prices. More details at srnnews.com.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The Big 1400 WVWB Clarksville area weather. Clouds breaking through for some sunshine this Monday. Still rather cool, though. Expect a high in the low 40s, around 43 or so. Tonight, 31 for an overnight low with partly cloudy skies. Mostly cloudy and milder on Tuesday. 56 for a high on Tuesday, overnight low of 49, and then Wednesday up to around 63 with some periods of rain throughout the day on Wednesday. Currently 28 degrees in downtown Clarksville. With a look at traffic, here's John Michaels.
Good morning. Traffic around the city and the county looking pretty good for the 8 a.m. hour this morning. Looks like 41A Fort Campbell slow in just a couple of spots. 79 Woodlawn looking good. The 101st Parkway slow in just a couple of areas. Tylertown Road, Tiny Town Road, all doing very well at the moment. Trenton Road as well. 79 St. Bethlehem looking good. It is still busy. The Rossview Road out to the interstate, it's always busy, it seems, out that way of a morning. The MLK 76 connector is just slow, especially out by the interstate. I just see a couple of slow areas on 41A out in Sango, and 48 and 13 if you're making your way into the city from the county. It's slow in several areas this morning, so just allow yourself a little extra time. But other than that, no accidents to report right at the moment. If you're headed to Nashville this morning, 24 looks good all the way into the Music City. Let's check in with Commander Chuck. See what's going on with the Nashville area traffic.
Well, good morning. As we keep watching on traffic, it's been eventful out here this morning, clearing up several wrecks up in Jolton on I-24 eastbound. Trinity Lane and Jones Avenue is one of the latest wrecks. Still on the scene of that crash on Murfreesboro Pike at McGavick Pike. Noblesville Pike is looking better from that wreck at Fair Lane. Avoid opiates and other harmful drugs with scientific chiropractic treatment. Action Spine and Joint, voted best clinic in Nashville since 2006. Action Spine and Joint. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on-time traffic.
It's been a look at your traffic and weather together and the latest national news this morning on 1400 WVWB. It is 8:10. It is Monday, and this is hour number 2 of Good Morning Clarksville. Good morning, Chuck Edwards.
Good morning, John Michaels. You know, I was thinking maybe we needed to end the show a little early today so you could go out and finish your Valentine's shopping.
I don't have to do that.
Sure you do.
No, I don't.
Valentine's 2 days away, so I know you're going to give some gift. Aren't you going to give your mother a Valentine's card?
No.
You're not going to give your sister a Valentine's card?
No.
You're not going to give your girlfriend a Valentine's card?
No.
You're not going to give me a Valentine's card?
Negative.
Well, you sure are a lot of fun. Doggone it. Here, I thought we were tight.
We are, but I'm not giving you a Valentine's card.
Big 1400 WVWB, where we've got Sports Now up there with Justin Swallows coming your way at 8:20 this morning, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville, home of the what, John?
The butter bun.
The butter buns. You know, we're going to have to get them to start opening
I could
earlier.
go one.
Yeah, we could
right
probably go for one. Speaking of food,
some of those little cheese
so,
things.
you know that John and I have a favorite hot dog place.
Well, of course we do.
And that, yeah.
It's the only one in town that I go to for hot dogs.
That's right.
And it's down off the riverside.
Chi-town.
Oh, well, wait a minute. You say that, I send them a bill.
I can't say Chi-town.
You've already said it 3 times. Now I send them a $150 bill.
Dan and Donna, you know, we're friends. I mean,
we are friends.
So, you know, anyway.
I'm just giving you a hard way to go.
Our country, our world is so crazy.
But I
we
do
just
like hot dogs.
I don't know. See, and John and I are traditionalists.
Yes.
We're old school. We play old school music.
Yes.
So, I am a hot dog purist.
Yes.
But you know, some hot dog purists think it is sacrilegious to put ketchup on one. I think
what?
I'll pass. I can give people a pass with ketchup on a hot dog.
I don't know. I saw a thing this weekend about different hot dog places, and there are several of them that the lady's going, "It's a sin to put ketchup on a hot dog," and I'm like, I like mustard on mine.
I'm gonna give you your druthers, because when I tell you what the new fad is, the new hot dog topping is.
Oh no.
You'll say, yeah, give me the ketchup. Apparently, the popular new hot dog topping is peanut butter.
Oh no, you can't be.
Now, do you want peanut butter or ketchup? No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You've got to be making this up.
No, I'm not.
People do not put peanut butter on a hot dog.
Really? Listen to this though. The people at Food and Wine magazine tried it out, and Food and Wine, you know, they have very credible.
Oh,
you know,
they were drunk. That's what they were. Probably drank 2 bottles of wine. Anything tastes good.
Let's put this peanut butter on a hot dog. Oh, goody. And the people at Food and Wine say it's surprisingly good. Who knew peanuts and mystery meat were complementary flavors? You know.
No.
I personally don't give me no peanut butter for my hot dog. No. I don't care how good you say it is. And don't put no ketchup on my hot dog.
They don't put ketchup on them down on the riverside, do they?
I guess if you were to ask
but I don't think they do.
I think they got these little packets, and they will probably slip you some on the side.
But I mean,
they're not going to be overt and overly.
But they fix theirs the traditional
Chi-town. The Chi-town way.
Well, it's up to 200 now with just mustard. Uh-oh, are we getting
mustard?
Should we live dangerously?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Man, put some chili on mine today, please.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes. A little chili. Do you like? You know, I like chili and coleslaw on mine. You ever had chili and coleslaw together?
No, I despise coleslaw, but let me put some mounds of mustard on it too.
Oh yeah. Well, you can have a little mustard.
Can we put some onions?
with your chili and what about a little cheese?
You know, I think John might prefer some sauce on his.
You're probably right.
Yeah, they know me too well.
Yeah.
Warm Monday, WJZ, and the big.
Thank you. The big 1400 WVWB with Chuck and John as we roll along with Rare Earth. 1400 WVWB, where we've got Ball Call this evening on the radio, 7 o'clock with Bob Kessling right here on the Big 1400. You can call in and try to get through to Bob and talk to him about UT sports.
That's right.
On the Big 1400, 7 o'clock this evening. So apparently, a lot of people aren't looking to break the bank this Valentine's Day. I agree. I
agree as well.
Yeah, according to a new survey, the average person will only spend $34 total.
I won't spend
here's some stats about money and relationships. 44% of people say they plan to spend nothing.
How many? Say that one more time.
44%, John.
44% say they plan to spend nada. And I would be in the 44 percentile.
Yes, he would. And they're all going straight to hell. It's not clear if that includes single. It's not clear if that includes single people or not. But 44% of them on their way, and they're not going to spend anything on Valentine's Day.
Harsh this morning.
Another stat: there are only 4 states where people plan to spend over $60.
It got hot in here.
Now you're worried, aren't you? You might go out and buy something. You might go out and buy something now,
I'll
right?
buy something for Roxy.
Yeah. There are only 4 states where people plan to spend over $60: New Mexico, Connecticut, Missouri, and Texas. And 3 states where there people plan to spend less than $10: Alaska, North Dakota, and Maine. Now, listen at this, though. The average guy plans to spend $41. Women will spend an average of $26, but there are 13 states where women plan to spend more than men. And Tennessee is one of those states. I thought that was pretty interesting.
That is?
Yeah. And believe it or not, apparently money can buy you love, or it can at least make things easier. 90% of couples who earn at least $200,000 a year say they're completely or almost completely satisfied with their relationship. Wink, wink. That's compared to just 64% of people who earn less than $30,000 a year. So there you have some
interesting.
Interesting stats.
And I'm glad I fit into the 44% of something.
Yeah. Well, remember that. Remember that when you're burning. When you Arthur Browning.
Is the heat on in here?
When you Arthur Browning. When you're doing your Arthur Brown impression. Remember that.
Yeah.
Time now for a Sports Night update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville on the Big 1400.
This Sports Now update is presented by Culver's of Clarksville. Go online to culvers.com for an update on their frozen custard flavor of the day.
Even after an embarrassing 78-50 loss on Saturday night against Alabama, the NCAA Basketball Tournament Selection Committee late yesterday listed the University of Tennessee as one of their top 16 projected seeds. The Volunteers checked in as a number 4 seed in Atlanta's South region and the number 13 seed overall in the committee's first public projection. Tennessee, after seeing a 6-game winning streak shattered Saturday in Tuscaloosa, will now return home for an 8 o'clock Tuesday night showdown against South Carolina. Now to Daytona Beach, where the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup season kicked off yesterday with the Advance Auto Parts 75-lap exhibition clash. Team Penske's Brad Keselowski came from dead last in the field of 17 and remained just out in front of a tumultuous last-lap crash to take the checkered flag for his first ever spring win in Daytona. The clash kicks off a full week of excitement at Daytona International Speedway ahead of Sunday afternoon's Daytona 500. And lastly, today we take you back to Knoxville, where new University of Tennessee head football coach Jeremy Pruitt made some concerning comments over the weekend. Pruitt explained at a post-signing day press conference that a number of current players may possibly transfer prior to next season. Thus far, only quarterback Quentin Dormady has announced publicly that he will not be back next year. But according to Coach Pruitt, when the 2018 season kicks off, the Vols will, quote, definitely be under the 85 scholarship limit. From the WVWB Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
Family outings should be special. They should be memorable. They should be fun. And you'll find all of that and more with a short trip to Culver's of Clarksville. With a focus on customer service and quality farm-fresh ingredients, Culver's is serving food and fun at a whole new level. Go by today for one of their made-to-order butter burgers or a waffle cone stuffed with fresh frozen custard. They're at 140 Southampton Place, just off Wilma Rudolph Boulevard. Culver's of Clarksville. Welcome to delicious.
Solid Gold.
The big 1400 WVWB, it's 28 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Expecting a high today of around 43, so it's going to be rather chilly. So make sure you dress appropriately if you have to go out. Other Valentine's news, KFC is giving out scratch and sniff cards for Valentine's Day that smell like chicken. You believe that? You believe that?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, everybody's trying to cash in.
Well, if they can make Reba be the colonel, I mean,
Well,
they might as well.
that's
oh,
okay.
wait a minute. This
No.
one smells like gizzards.
This smells like livers.
Ooh, I like some livers.
Yeah.
You like hot sauce on yours?
On my
chicken livers?
On my livers? No. I don't usually put hot sauce on that. If you're, you think about it, if your definition of romance is dropping down on one knee and, you drop down on one knee and you pull the ring box out of your pocket and then if you do it
out hives while you say that.
Well, then if you do you ever think about how you proposed?
No, I try to forget.
Okay. Anyway, if your definition is dropping down on one knee, pulling out a diamond at America's 17th most popular sandwich chain, your moment has arrived. You know why?
Why?
Because Panera Bread just announced that anyone who proposes at one of their stores on Valentine's Day will have a chance to win free catering for their wedding. Now, the catering will be from Panera Bread, not some gourmet place. But if you propose on Wednesday, make sure you post a picture on social media and use the hashtag Panera Proposal Sweeps, And, you
could win.
That's right. You
That's
could enter
right. You can,
Panera
everybody
Bread.
gets bowls of bread soup for your wedding.
They have pretty good sandwiches.
Do they?
I think. They're okay. Yeah.
I've never been out there.
Yeah. My wife and daughter, they love Panera Bread.
Do they?
Yeah. So
I'm going to have to try it one of these days. I'm going to have to break out of the box.
They don't serve sauce.
Try.
They don't serve sauce.
Their stuff is healthy.
Oldies Radio, solid gold.
Big 1400 WVWB. We're still holding at 28 degrees, expecting a high today of around 43 for this Monday, the 12th day of February. You know, at some point, all of us have dreams. And we have all dreamed of giving up our lives. Maybe, you know, if you were to have some sort of retirement, John, would you travel, or would you like to travel, or what would you like to do?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I would like to get out.
Yeah, you have dreams, all right, about things you'd like to do.
Yeah.
Places you'd like to visit.
Yeah.
And things. You know, well, I was reading a story. You know, that some people would like to just get away from the corporate life, get on a boat and sail around the world.
I want to become a gypsy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you could get in gypsy.
Give me one of those, you know, Winnebagos and just drive here, drive there.
Get some more earrings in your ears.
Yeah.
Wear a bandana.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just go here and go there.
Sometimes you might need to rethink that.
Oh.
A 24-year-old woman named Nikki Walsh and her 26-year-old boyfriend, Tanner Broadwell, well, they gave up the corporate life. They said they were sick of the corporate lifestyle, and they wanted to travel the world. So last year they sold all their stuff. They moved from Colorado to Florida, and they bought a 28-foot sailboat. And even though they didn't really have any sailing experience, and last Tuesday, the boat was finally ready, so they set sail for Key West. The next day, the boat sank. Apparently, they hit something that was underwater. The cabin flooded. They had to abandon ship. They were rescued, but the boat was a total loss.
Oh, no.
So Nikki and Tanner really don't know what to do. They have no clothes, no money, no stuff, no place to live.
No insurance?
They really have nothing. They're hoping their family and friends are going to prop them up for now, and then one day in the future, they're going to get another boat because Nikki says, quote, "You just can't give up on your dreams now. Learn about sailing."
Yeah, I believe they probably should learn.
You know,
they probably
you don't have to get a 28-foot sailboat. You can get something a little smaller and get used to it. You know?
Yeah, I bet they ran over some coral reef or something and
whatever it is, and you know,
a big hole in the side of it.
Yeah, whatever it was, and you think about a 28-foot sailboat is not cheap.
No,
it is not cheap.
Well, it looks like they would add insurance on it.
Yeah, I would think they would. I don't know if the insurance would cover their stupidity. I don't know. Anyway, we need to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
The year is 2018. And in the state of Tennessee, citizens have found a new instant game that delivers incredible amounts of fun.
Wow, loaded with $100 prizes.
Exclusive, exciting, here for a limited time only, and starring your best odds ever to win $100 or more.
This game is awesome.
This February, get ready for one of the biggest blockbusters ever with the limited edition instant game. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Just remember to play responsibly.
Honey, I wanted to make this Valentine's Day memorable.
Aww.
Lobster, smooth jazz, jumbo bucks, and chocolate-covered strawberries.
Wait, what?
Strawberries?
No, before that.
My smooth jazz playlist is called Let's Get Sexual.
No, after that.
Oh, jumbo bucks instant games from the Tennessee Lottery?
Yeah.
Well, you can't win 75 grand from jewelry.
I could win 75 grand?
If you're lucky.
Oh, baby.
Make this Valentine's Day one to remember with Valentine's Day Jumbo Bucks, only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
We've got you covered every step of the way. That's what they do at Clarksville Floor Covering. Carpet, hardwood, tile, laminate, vinyl, and area rugs are what they specialize in. Visit Clarksville Floor Covering and let their on-staff interior designer put it all together to give you the look you want. Locally owned and operated since 1961, Clarksville Floor Covering is conveniently located at 606 North Spring Street, behind Sonic off Riverside Drive. Visit their website at clarksvillefloor-covering.com and be sure to check them out on Facebook.
Why settle for less when you can get more at Wyatt Johnson in Clarksville, your winning team?
in Kentucky and Tennessee. Score and win with Wyatt Johnson GMC Buick, Toyota, Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru, as well as 3 pre-owned superstores for more selection in minutes versus days, shopping place to place. We are the region's largest GMC Buick dealer, the area's newest Toyota dealer, and home of the Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru Giant. You always get more at your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee. The Wyatt Johnson Automotive family in Clarksville.
Moore's Office Supply is Clarksville's office supply and furniture experts. For office equipment, desks, chairs, and more, depend on Moore's Office Supply. Located on Franklin Street across from the Catholic Church, Moore's has been your business partner for office supplies in the Clarksville-Fort Campbell area for years. Call Moore's at 645-7200. That's 645-7200. And we'll deliver it for free. Moore's Office Supplies, Clarksville's office supply headquarters.
Is the temperature in your house lower than the outside temp? Then you need to call Action Air at 931-647-8525 or actionairclarksville.com. We have no overtime diagnostic fee from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So why are you sitting in the cold? Call Action Air at 931-647-8525. Let our experts get you back to your comfort zone.
When you need action, call Action Air.
For real estate services, Byers & Harvey can do it all. Real estate sales, rentals, property management, commercial and residential development. Byers & Harvey is Clarksville's oldest independent real estate company and has given continuous service since 1878. Byers & Harvey have 3 locations to serve you: in North Clarksville, in the heart of downtown, and at Sango. For more information and listings, visit them online at byersandharvey.com. byersandharvey.com. Byers & Harvey, Clarksville's real estate company.
Solid gold.
WVWB, 28 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Expecting a high today of 43. John Michaels and I were having a discussion, friendly discussion on, some models or some weather models are showing that we could get some wintry precipitation here this weekend. And John said, oh, no, not going to happen. And I'm just telling them that, there is a possibility that we could get some wintry precipitation. But right now, we're worried, and we're not worried, we're concerned. You can listen to Greg Walker Sports Talk this afternoon right here on the Big 1400. Expect the unexpected, 4 to 6 p.m. Talking sports on the Big 1400. So we're talking about, I'm not going to do another Valentine story, but it is kind of a...
Are you going to do a Super Bowl story?
No, I'm not going to do any more Super Bowl stories.
Okay.
Okay. What's your favorite cereal? You don't eat cereal.
I do, yeah.
What is it? Name 3 that you like.
Cocoa Pebbles, Frosted Flakes, and Fruit Loops, which I am.
You missed Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms has just announced that they're retiring one of their marshmallows this spring. But don't worry, it's not one that you remember from your childhood, which is good. I don't have any spare outage energy to get worked up over cereal. I love Corn Flakes. I like Raisin Bran.
Oh, my God.
I love Raisin Bran. Yeah, and I like...
You like ones without sugar. Huh? Well, you like those Brillo pads? Do you like them with sugar on them or frosted?
Yeah.
Or you eat the plain ones or the
frosted?
I
don't get the fried. We get
the plain ones. Yeah. The Brillo pads.
But anyway, General Mills has just revealed that they're killing off the yellow and orange hourglass marshmallow.
Oh no!
Now it's only been a part of the Lucky Charms for since 2008, and it was one of the first marshmallow that had been added in 10 years. Now, rest in peace. This spring. They haven't announced that they'll be replacing it once it's eliminated.
Well, see, it takes me so long when I eat Lucky Charms. I pick all the cereal out, and I just want the marshmallows. So it takes me a while to get a bowl.
I want my cereal to be cereal. That's why. I will eat Raisin Bran. I like Raisin Bran on occasion.
It's healthy. So are Corn Flakes.
Yeah, well, I like Corn Flakes.
So are
That's
those,
why I like Corn Flakes.
Whatever they are.
Yeah.
Those things look like I could scrub my sink with them.
The oat?
No, the weedy. No, the frosted, the mini wheats or whatever you call them. The little. I scrubbed my bathroom with it, with one day.
How was it clean?
Yeah.
And then you ate. And then you ate it.
No, I threw it in the trash, but it sure cleaned the.
big 1400 WVWB, where we've got Sports Now Update with Justin Swallows. Coming your way at 9:20 this morning. Brought to you by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy, right here on the big Big 1400 WVWB with the Isley Brothers. 28 degrees, expecting a high today of 40, 31 for an overnight low. Then 56 tomorrow with mostly cloudy skies, milder temperatures. Rain in the forecast back with us on Wednesday, 63 for an expected high. Right now, 28 degrees in downtown Clarksville. You know how the Guinness Book, people are always trying to do different things. I saw where this 73-year-old Arizona man named Stuart Sears set a Guinness record for sinking the most consecutive free throws while blindfolded. He hit 16 in a row, which topped the previous record of 10.
Blindfolded.
Blindfolded.
Huh. 16 in a row.
Yes.
That's pretty hard.
Another Guinness record related to what we talked about, a gentleman in India. He drank a 14-ounce bottle of ketchup in 25 seconds. He was allowed to suck it through a 6-millimeter wide straw. So that
and he's in intensive care today.
And then he was probably stoned to death because those people, hey, what do you mean you're out of ketchup? I want some ketchup on my hot dog, you know.
No, you don't put ketchup on a hot dog. On the fries.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Time now for some good news to take you out. And this is a different good news story that John came up with for today.
I'll take it.
A huge part of the opioid problem in this country has to do with painkiller prescriptions. This might put a dent in it and help with that crisis. Purdue Pharma is a company that makes OxyContin. It's one of the most common narcotics doctors give out for pain. But now they're going to stop pressuring doctors into handing it out like candy. They sent out emails to clients last week saying that they're cutting back their sales staff in half. And starting today, they will not be sending pharmaceutical reps to doctors' offices to promote any type of opioid medications. Obviously, this won't solve the problems of people abusing pain meds, and other drug companies may or may not follow suit, but at least it's a start. I thought that was a good deal.
It is.
We don't want to sound like we're just doing it out of the goodness of their own heart. Several states have recently filed lawsuits against Purdue, claiming they misled people at the risk of taking painkillers like OxyContin. So, it's also a business decision, but at least it's a step in the right direction.
It's a start.
And with a lot of people realize that what a crisis it is. This painkillers and everything.
Oh, it's a terrible crisis.
It is. Thank you for sharing this part of